Well, there's nothing to suggest that fracking is the cause of a series of quakes that has jolted a small corner of New Brunswick. The tremors have been happening in the village of McAdam for several weeks now. They haven't caused any major damage, but they've left many residents rattled and wondering if they're safe. Catherine Harrop has the details.
In David Blair's basement, delicate instruments wait.
Okay, this is a seismograph equipment here, which detects the earthquakes, and then it's recorded in a box in here, and it's then sent via the internet to Ottawa.
3 seismic recording stations have been set up in the town to record any shake or shudder. And McAdam has had a swarm, at least 20 bumps, in the past 2 months.
Scared, big time.
Bang, and I'm telling you, the whole room shook and the floor. Couldn't believe it.
And I sat right up in bed, and there was a flash of light came right in on my bed. And, you know, just sort of like lightning.
And the earthquake releases energy, and that's part of the energy that gets converted into light.
Over 100 McAdam residents showed up to ask questions and hear from 2 experts about the findings so far. Seismologist Ken Burke.
What we found is the swarm appears to be concentrated directly under the village here, particularly in the north end of the village. And the other important thing is the earthquakes are very shallow, less than 1 kilometre in depth. That means they're close to the surface.
The depth of the micro-earthquakes is less than 1 kilometre. So many so close to the surface means they probably aren't from a major fault. The bad news is that they're happening so close to town, residents are even hearing very minor quakes.
It's frightening when you hear them in the middle of the night and that.
And there's no reassurance that they're going to stop. So is McAdam a safe place to live? Professor Carl Butler.
Probabilities of a big problem are extremely low, we would say, but we can never, with earthquakes, you can never say never.
Scientists will continue to measure any tremors. They want to add a 4th monitoring station, hoping more data will start to show a pattern, which will give them a better idea of the cause.
I've learned a lot from it, but it's still very scary.
You know, I think we're getting used to it anyway.
Catherine Harrop, CBC News, McAdam.
What do you think? What's happened in your home? Did anything happen? Or?
No, I just heard a loud banging, and I was thinking that maybe somebody ran into my porch or something and hit it.
Yeah.
But
did anything fall off your walls? Or
no, I never had anything like that.
So have you felt these before? I know this is an area where you can get these minor tremors.
No, I can't say that I felt them like before in the past.
Okay.
They may have been there, but I wasn't aware of them.
So does it make you a little nervous?
No, not really. Not really.
So you heard the sound?
Yeah, like a big, like it was an explosion. I thought my furnace blew up, first one I heard. But I didn't feel any shakes. I felt vibration.
Yeah.
But it's pretty
Did you feel last night? Because it was about a 2.4.
Yes, there were 2 of them.
There were 2 of them?
2 of them. I was guessing around 6 or 7 o'clock.
So did you know what it was when it happened?
Yes, I was familiar with the noise previous, so I wasn't as nervous.
So have you lived here most of your life? Are these common?
All my life, no. These aren't common. There was probably an earthquake back in the 80s, yes. I remember, and it was like a thunder coming in the distance. It came up and got really loud and then shook and went away. These are just like big bangs.
Just boom and...
Just, yeah, exactly.
Did anything happen to your home? Were there any pictures?
Well, the next morning after our Friday night episode, I noticed my clock was down on the floor, but I mean, I just put it up recently, so it could have been my doings.
I live in a house down there, a 2-story house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll lift you. It'll wake you right up in the middle of the night. Last night was the worst one at 7:30 last night.
That's what everyone's saying.
It shakes your house. I thought my furnace exploded. That's what it was. That's what I thought it was. First time.
Okay, and did any damage to your home?
No, thank God for that. No, but I mean, we don't know. We don't know what it was, right? You know, I thought it was the trains. You know, when the trains over here, sometimes they jam up together there. When they put them together, they make a lot of noise, eh?
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's what I thought it was. But then we don't watch TV, so we just found out through the internet, and that's all of it.
I went down to investigate in the basement to check, see if anything happened. I jumped off my couch there last night at 7:30, and that big bang, and it was big.
Okay, tell me, this is what everybody's saying. I'm concerned about the big bang. or not concerned, but people are saying it was like a train going through. Was it something like that?
No, the trains here, when they're banging together on boxcars, it is a total different sound. You know the sound. We know the sound. This is a railway town, used to be. You know, we know what it sounds like. And last night it was just one great big boom, and you could feel the vibration in your house. It felt like it was right underneath my house. But I called other people, they said the same thing. It was like right underneath their house is what it felt like.
It just feels though it's coming right up off the ground, out of the ground is what it is. But these bangs, it just is as if something blew up, like dynamite, or just as if something blew up. As he said, we're used to trains. When they connect, you hear a bang. But no, that's nothing like that. It's just as if something blew up, like dynamite or something exploded.